Hello everyone, this is Lisa with Grace and Old Paper. I'm here to work again on this baby journal that I'm making for a friend of my daughter's. And last time it was a chaotic video. I do apologize for that. It was a little chaotic, at least it was to me. But I got the cover done, and that took some doing, mostly because I was really meticulous about how this fit on, so I several times had to peel it off and put it back on again, but I got it. It's all done. So this part's ready. I did forget to sew on this pocket onto the lining before I put the lining in, but I used some glue, some really strong glue, and glued it on. So it is in there really well. I started out, I tested a piece. Let me find the piece I tested. I had these two scraps, which is the same materials, and I tested art glitter glue and Fabri-Tac, and I let it dry, and then I tried to tug it. Well, the Fabri-Tac came right off, but the art glitter glue is good and solid. So that's what I used on the pocket. It really surprised me. I thought the Fabri-Tac would hold better, but I was able to just peel it right off, which is really weird, but that stuff right there is good. So the pocket's in there really well. So I have already got together some papers, because you do not want to sit here and watch me go through papers, because let me tell you, I got a lot of papers and I'm very wishy-washy about it. I changed my mind 15 times. So off camera, I have went ahead and got my signature covers together. There are going to be 6 signatures in this journal, just like I have done for the last few of these type books. And so this is my signature covers, which I love how it all flows together. Just really sweet little this is just something I had like one of. I don't even know where I got it from. And this pretty little Noah's Ark page, I just love that. And there's the back of it with the ark on it. So pretty. The lady that we're giving this to is a preschool teacher at their local church, and so we thought that would be really appropriate. But this looks really good in here. This blue really picks up some of the darker blues in the cover, and it goes good with the pocket and the inside, and then the other side will look good with there too. So really liked that. So now, and I've got them all, they're all cut and ready to go. So now I need to put together some signatures. What I have done, and this makes sense to me, but may not make sense to anybody else. I've got 4 categories that I have made. The first one is music and ledger. And so I have went through all of my ledger pages, and I have 3 of those and 3 music papers. And what I have done is I did ledger, 1 of 3, and then there's 2 of 3 and 3 of 3, just so I could keep myself, it made sense to my brain. And then this is category 1, so that when I get done, I can make sure there's 1 of every category in each signature, if that makes sense. So that's ledger and music. And then I have scrapbook papers. These are just coordinating scrapbook papers in different sizes to put in. This category is children's book, and I have 3 of those, so 1 of 3, and this is category 3, so I have 3 of those, and then I have 3 miscellaneous. So that, and then this category is all what I term writing pages. Piece of guest book, this little journal book. I've got a couple of tea-dyed papers that are just blank, and some grid paper. So that's all just like, I just consider them writing papers. So I've got all my categories, and I think I'm ready to go. So the first thing I want to do, I have decided, is there are certain papers in all of this that I want to be the center of the signature, because I really like to have a good center, so that when you open up that signature, that the center is something that will look good double fold, you know, opened up, not like just plain piece of scrapbook paper, you know. So I've got some papers in all of this that I want to be centers. There's like, this one would make a cute center, because see that when you open up that center, see how cute that is? So that one would be a good center. This one would be a good center. I like that. So those two, yes and no. I do like cards in the center. I don't know why. I just do. I will have to cover that up with something, 'cause, you know, happy birthday. But I did this one. I don't have many baby cards, number one. I have like maybe one girly one. But I believe the nursery theme is actually ocean beach theme. So this is the colors go good with this, and it's got, you know, the water scene. So I thought that would be cute. So that would be a good center too. Trying to think if I had any. The writing ones, I mean, they're okay to use as a center, and I have done that. I have done that. Oh, this one. This is always cute as a center too. I like that. I love playing with these. So that one's pretty good for a center. I'll leave that up front. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, I like that. So I'd say that one. So there's a couple of good centers there. Scrapbook paper. Okay. So I think I've got it. So yeah. So let's just start with one. So I'm going to start with my center. And then let's do, I think I like, I'll try the green. It's got a little bit of the blue in it too, which I think is pretty. So there's that. Maybe a children's book. Let's do the one I'm not going to use as a center. How about that? Okay. And then I need one more. So I've got, so this is where my numbers come in handy. I've got a 3, 4, and a 1. So I need a 2, category 2, scrapbook. Okay. Green's wrong. Blue. No. That's okay. I'm getting my papers. Oh, there's that one. I like that with that, but this is not flowing right here because I've got a small one and then a small one, and then a large one. Okay. Let's maybe take this. What do you think about that? That's actually cute. I could also, because this says Hickory Dickory Dock, I could also change and put this here, because baby songs, I will have to cover this up. Let's try that. See, that's kind of cute. I like it. I'm going to go with that one for right now. I can always change it if I need to. Okay. Messing up my piles already. All right, let's go with this one. Let's see. My centers. Where are my centers? This was one. I don't know. Do a music maybe? Because that's the number 3. So I need a number 1. I need a number 4. I think we're getting too many. This is all sepia toned. Let me change this. Seemed like I had something. Oh, let's go with the card. Okay. So I've got 1. I need a 2. What is 2? Scrapbook paper. I always keep forgetting the scrapbook paper. All right, so we've got this. Oh, I love that. I like that. Yeah. I think I like it. It's a little sepia toned, but I think it's okay. Yeah, we'll go with that for now. Okay. This one, my centers were not here. Oh, that's good. I like that. Okay. Let's do a writing. Just 2 and 3. Then 1. Let's see. Oh, how about this green? I do love that. Let's put it maybe behind this yellow. And a scrapbook paper. I like the way that plays off of the yellow and the green. I try not to be too matchy-matchy, but then I mess up sometimes, and I do. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't like the order of this. I think I like the papers, but I don't like the... Well, what if I just staggered it like that? Wait. Oh. Let's see, that adds interest. I like that. Yeah. Now I'll go back over this stuff again, probably 2 or 3 times, just to make sure I like the way it looks and the way it flows, and then I'll adjust pages up and down, you know, the little ones. Okay. Start with the thing I always forget, the scrapbook paper. Now I'm going to try this one. I think that's pretty good. This is actually, it's scrapbook paper, but it kind of looks like book page or newspaper or something, but it's like Beatrix Potter stuff, Peter Rabbit type thing, the story. Okay, and then maybe some... Oh, what was my center going to be in this one? Let's see. I've used children's book. Let's do this ledger. Oh, see, that's cute too. I know you won't see much of that, but it's cute. Okay, got my center. I got my scrapbook paper. So that's 1 and 2. So now I need 3 and 4. I don't want to use that. Let's use this. I purchased a box full of stuff recently from somebody online that was cleaning out their craft room, and this paper was in it, and I just thought it was so cute. I think her family is originally from Kentucky, and I don't know, they just looked so little boy and country and cute, and I loved it. So let's see. Just put it here because that's my center. Oh, and the inside is that. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? All right, now I need, got 1, 2, 3. So I need something from the writing section, and then this is my center. So I don't want grid because I got grid right here. So I think I'm just going to do yeah, I think I'll just do one of these. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. All right. Let's start with my center. Oh. Oh, I love this. Sunshine smiles on children. And isn't that just the cutest? I think I like that. Oops, I think I like that in here. Make sure I get it in there right. Yeah, that'd be terrible if I had it upside down. Okay, so there's my center. And then we need, that's number 3, so we need something from category 1. I think. Look, see, Kentucky. Came from an old children's music book. Do I want that or do I want the ledger? Let's try the ledger. Okay, and then I need something from scrapbook. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah. Maybe. And then, okay, 1, 2, 3, I need 4. Writing. I don't want too much sepia, so I'm going to go for this one. But then I got that. Okay. Let's do some switcheroo. Change that category 1 for this category 1. How about that? Okay, that works. Those look good together. Oops. Yeah. I'm good with that. Okay. Yay. All right, so that's my center. I'm going to use that for my center. So let's go for this little one first. Trying to figure out if I want that here or here. I think I actually might want it here. Right? Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, let's look at all of them again. Make sure it's... See if it flows right. And I have to tell myself to not nitpick this to death, because I will, I will, have done. I have literally spent a half a day or more trying to arrange pages. And I got to tell myself, as long as I like the pages I've got and it kind of flows right, it's okay. So it's like, this would not be my preferred color combination. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look through and see if there's anything I want to swap here. So this is where my categories really come in handy. So that would be scrapbook. Okay. I don't want to do this one because that's the blue, and I don't want to do that. So that one's a no. Again, the blue and the blue, no, different blue even. I could, but do I want to put that yellow here? I could. My issue here, and this is a silly one, this is a full page. This is a full page. And I'm already dealing with full page. If I did it here, I would have 3 full pages in a row, and I don't want to do that. I know that's weird, but I don't want to do that. Okay. Can't do this one because that's too close to a grid looking, which was really weird because I got it here, but this is a green grid. Don't want to do that. I have weird reasons. We just go with it. Okay, and I don't want to do this because this is too close to the sepia. I'd be having to change too much. So this is where those instances, it doesn't look bad. I like the layers. I'm going to leave it. It's okay. It's okay. And I do like that. I like the baby songs and the hickory dickory dock. Yeah. That one's good. I'm going to call this one good. Done. I like these layers. I like that they're all, you know, slightly different widths and heights. I like that. And I like the card, and it looks good in here. Okay. Don't nitpick it. Go with it. Yeah. I think we're okay with that one too. I think it's good. Yeah. I love that paper. This one I will do some kind of decorating on it because it's very plain, but I didn't have anything else in my stash that I really liked. And this is a little bolder than I would like it to be, but there is some of this in the cover too. Let's see. The darker yellow. That is a little grid happy. What if, let's just see how it looks if we swap it here. Well, it's still grid. You silly thing. Silly person. The only other thing I could do is if I could find a... Let's look at this one. Let's see how it would be if we swapped the grid for the tea dyed. I don't know about that. That looks okay. This one's okay. I'm wondering about this one though. I may not like this way this one flows. It's this. I guess it's all right. Gosh, that's cute. I think it's okay. It does save me from having the grid and grid. See if there's any other ledger or music. Wait a minute. That's in the same category, so it's category 1. Nope. All right, which one was I unhappy with? This one? Yeah, so I don't want to swap this with this because this has the layers. If I put this little paper there, then it would be 3 smaller papers. I don't want to do that. Again, that would be 3 small papers. And no, I like that one. Okay, I think it's okay. Okay. I've got to go in. Even though you cut your papers the exact same width, when you put them together and they start getting thicker in the middle, this happens. Let me see if you can see what I'm talking about here. See how some of them start sticking out further than other ones? Like this one right here is really sticking out for some reason. And it's just because of the folds in the paper, and they start, you know, stacking up, so the centers of them can be, sometimes you have to trim some, and I think I'm going to have to trim that one, and for some reason that one. So yeah, I've got about 3 I've got to trim off. What else I need to do is I need to decide what sewing I want to do on some of these. I've got a few that I may want to add pockets to, and it's going to be, I'm going to have to decide if there's any I want to sew the pockets on, or if I want to glue them. Like I have this, which is adorable. I have this vintage, not sure, Current Incorporated. It's just a little vintage envelope, but I thought that would look really, really cute as a pocket. Because the envelope is not in the best of shape, so I wouldn't want to use it as an envelope, but I can glue it together and I can use it as a pocket. So there's that option. I have, and I would have to decide if I wanted to sew around that too. See, let's see what else I've got. I've prepared quite a few little things, so, but I have some scrapbook paper I can sew on as a pocket. I have some more envelopes that I may sew on somehow to kind of do a flip-flap thing. I've been collecting things, so I've got a little pile over here. There's more scrapbook paper. So anyway, I've got to go in and decide where I want to do some sewing. If there's some I just want to sew some edges, you know, for decorative detail. I am going to put some fabric tabs on here. I've got a collection of them as well. And it's fabrics, you know, that I have left from, that I used for the cover. So I've got a small collection of fabrics that I can use for that. So that's my next step, is to sit and think about where I need to do sewing, because it's you have to do your sewing before you put your pages together, before you sew your signatures in your book. It's just next to impossible to do it the other way around, unless you're just sewing down an edge, and then you can. I'm not going to do lace on this because this is a little boy journal, and I just don't want to do lace edges on that. I did the fabric tabs for my daughter's Christmas journal, and she loves them, and I did too. I've done them before, and they're pretty easy. You just sew them. Usually I sew them to, I glue them and then sew them to a little strip of paper. Let me see if I can find one piece of scrap here. Yeah. So I would get a little piece of paper, a little strip of scrapbook paper, and I would put a little strip of glue, and I usually take this, and most of the time I'll scrunch it until that glue holds, and then once it's held and dried, then I'll go in and stitch. Well, first I'll cut the paper off, and then I'll stitch. And what that does is it gives me paper to glue, so I glue paper to paper, and it holds really well. I have seen a lot of people do fabric tabs this way too, just plain without the gathering. So I'm gonna sit and think on that one a little bit too, see if I want to do my little gathered tabs like I normally do, which kind of look like that, or if I want to do them plain. I'll think on that one. So I've got to decide, you know, on all of that. I got to get those prepared, which if I do them my normal way, paper to paper, I can put them on later. It's not a big deal. But the sewing around things, I would need to decide that now. So I think this is a shorter video, but I think this is going to be good for today. I'm happy with these. And while I'm gone, I will think about it and do whatever sewing I need to do. And then when I come back, we will move on to the next step. So that'll be all for today. So may God bless you and keep you safe.